Hi everyone, I am Aditi Dudeja, a graduate student at Rutgers University, and I'll be talking about ruling sets in random order and adversarial streams. This is joint work with Seper Asadi at Rutgers. So let me first start by defining what ruling sets are. So an alpha comma beta ruling set is a subset of vertices of the graph G, of a graph G. And these sets have the following property. If you consider any pair of vertices in the ruling set, then they are at least alpha hops away from each other. On the other hand, if you consider any vertex which is not in the ruling set, then it is at a distance at most beta from some node in the ruling set. So if you consider the figure on the right hand side, then the blue vertices correspond to a 2,2 ruling set of the graph. And you can see that any pair of blue vertices, they are at a distance at most at least 2 from each other. And on the other hand, if you look at any of the gray vertices, which do not belong in the ruling set, then they are at a distance at most 2 from from at least one of the blue vertices. Now, if the value of alpha is equal to 2 and the value of beta is equal to 1, then we are talking about a familiar object, which is the maximal independent set of a graph. So why does a 2,1 ruling set correspond to a maximal independent set? Well, every pair of 2,1 ruling set states that every pair of vertices in this set should be at a distance at least 2 from each other, which implies that these vertices cannot have an edge between them. So these vertices are independent. On the other hand, since every vertex which is not in the ruling set is at a distance at most 1 from some vertex in the ruling set, this implies that this implies the maximality criterion, because we cannot add a vertex to the ruling set without violating the independence criterion. And if you look at the image on the right hand side, then the blue vertices correspond to the maximal independent set, or 2,1 ruling set of the graph. I want to talk a bit more about how the complexity of the problem of computing an alpha comma beta ruling set changes when we vary the parameters alpha comma beta. So when we keep alpha fixed and beta is increased, then the complexity of the problem decreases. Why is this the case? This is the case because any alpha comma beta ruling set is also an alpha comma beta plus 1 ruling set. So for example, if I look at the MIS, in this case, alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to 1, then the MIS is the hardest 2 comma beta ruling set. On the other hand, when beta is kept fixed and alpha is reduced, then the complexity of the problem also reduces. This is because any alpha comma beta ruling set is also an alpha minus 1 comma beta ruling set. So in particular, what does this imply for upper and lower bounds? So for example, if we have an algorithm for the MIS problem, then in particular, we have an algorithm for all 2 comma beta ruling sets with the same complexity. On the other hand, if we have, let's say, a lower bound for 2 comma 2 ruling set, then this also gives us a lower bound for the MIS problem. Now let me talk about the model in which we're computing ruling sets. So the model in which we're operating is the graph streaming model. In this model, we have a graph G, and the vertices of the graph are known. However, the edges are unknown, and the edges appear one at a time in the form of a stream. And the algorithm is allowed to make one or more passes over the stream and compute the combinatorial object that we're looking for. For the purpose of this algorithm, for the purpose of this talk and of this paper, we will restrict ourselves only to one pass algorithms. Observe that this streaming model is doubly worst case. Why why is that the case? This is because the adversary is allowed to choose a hard graph, and he can also they can also choose the order in which the edges arrive. So in some sense, this model is doubly worst case. And sometimes many problems, there are strong lower bounds known against many problems in this model. So to overcome this doubly worst case situation, uh, this other model of random order streams was introduced. In this setting, the adversary can choose the graph. So it is hard in the sense that the adversary chooses a hard graph, but the edges of the graph arrive in a random order. And we study a problem in both of these models. And let me now tell you what our results are. So for the case of random order streams, we get a semi-streaming algorithm or an O tilde n space algorithm for 2,2 ruling sets. For the case of adversarial streams, that is when the edges arrive in some arbitrary order, or when the adversary chooses the order in which the edges arrive, we get an O tilde of n to the power 4/3 space algorithm for 2,2 ruling sets. Additionally, we also get a space lower bound of omega n square on any streaming algorithm that computes an alpha comma alpha minus 1 ruling set for any even alpha. So just to put all these results in some context, let me just tell you what was already known and how our results add to the literature. So for the case of adversarial streams, there was a strong lower bound of omega n square already known for the case of the maximal independent set problem. This is due to Kormod, Dark, and Conrad in 2019. Our result extends this to the case of all even alpha. So when alpha is equal to 2, there was already an existing lower bound. And what we have done is that for all even alpha, we get an omega n square lower bound for alpha comma alpha minus 1 ruling sets. Similarly, for the upper bound regime, for the upper bound scenario, the orange regime over here, that is all alpha comma beta rule. When we're talking about alpha comma beta ruling sets, for beta at least alpha, there is little of n square space algorithm. There is a little of n square space algorithm known due to Conrad et al. From 2019. We actually improve the space complexity of this algorithm for all values of alpha and beta. However, our improvement is most dramatic for the case of 2,2 ruling sets. So for the case of 2,2 ruling sets, KPRR in 2019, they gave an order n to the power 3/2 space algorithm, and we improved this bound to order n to the power 4/3. So for the purpose of this talk, I'll only be talking about our random order streaming algorithm. For the case of, let me just remind you, for the case of random order streams, we get an O tilde of n space algorithm that computes a 2,2 ruling set. So the starting point for this algorithm is the following decomposition of the vertex set of the graph. That was used previously by Kotapalli et al. In 2012 and 2014 to get ruling sets in the distributed setting. So let me describe the decomposition to you. So we let R to be something like log n minus log n, and let D naught be equal to n, and di is defined to be n over 2 to the pi 2 to the 2 to the power I for all I in R. V naught is just the initial vertex set V. E naught is the edge set E. G naught is the graph G. For all the subsequent i's, we define vi to be the vertices in vi minus 1, such that their degree in the induced subgraph on vi minus 1, is at most di. So this is the set of all the vertices in vi minus 1 that have a small number of neighbors in the graph gi minus 1. And we define gi to be the induced subgraph on vi and ei to be the edge set of gi. So suppose we have this decomposition. We want to use this to get a 2,2 ruling set for the graph G. And towards this, I'll explain how we can get a 2,2 ruling set. So suppose we have this decomposition V1 to VR. Then from each VI, we sample a set SI of size proportional to VI over DI plus 1, uniformly at random. And what we do is we look at the induced subgraph on the union of the sets SI and VR, and we output the maximal independence of this graph H, which is the induced subgraph on these sets S1 to SR minus 1 and VR. The claim is that H is a 2,2 ruling set of G with high probability. Sorry, what I mean to say is the maximal independent set of H is a 2,2 ruling set of G with high probability. And why is this the case? So if you look at the graph H, then consider any set I, any set Vi, and you look at a vertex V which is in Vi but not in Vi plus 1, then such a vertex has a neighbor in the set Si. And all the vertices in VR are included in the graph H. So in fact, all the vertices of the graph G either have a neighbor in this set Si, the union of the SIs, or it itself is present in the union of these sets. Finally, we're computing an MIS of this graph H, which is the induced subgraph on the union of these sets. So observe that since every vertex had a neighbor in the union of these sets, this implies that every vertex is actually at a distance of at most 2 from the MIS of this graph. Finally, the MIS of the graph H is also an MIS of the graph G. And why is this the case? This is simply because H is an induced subgraph of the graph G. So H is a 2,2 ruling set of G with high probability. So if we had this decomposition of the vertex set into the sets V1 to VR, then we would be done. And you can check that the space complexity of this algorithm would also be low. However, the sets Vi are unknown and they're possibly hard to determine in adversarial streams. However, they can be easily approximated, or rather can be easily approximated in random order streams. So at a high level, since the edges of the graph are arriving in a random order, we can actually look at a small part of the stream and estimate the degrees of the vertices. So let me explain briefly what I mean. So suppose we were to look at let's say the first 100 or 1000 n log n edges that appear in the stream, and let this be the set. Let this set of edges be called T1. So suppose V has degree at most 50 log n in T1. Then we add it to the set tilde of V1. Then using a simple Chernoff bound argument, we can prove that the overall degree of the vertex V in graph G is at most n by 2. And now we can simply improve this. We can simply use this, apply this argument again and again. Suppose we have determined the set vi. Then to determine the set vi plus 1, what we do is the following. We look at the first 100 log n, 100 times n log n over di plus 1 edges. And if the vertex v has degree at most 10 log n, 150 log n in the induced subgraph on v tilde of vi, then we add it to the vertex set tilde of vi plus 1. And again, via churn of common argument, we can say that for all vertices that were included in the set tilde of vi plus 1, the degree of these vertices in the set tilde of vi is small. It is at most di over 2. And for all the vertices that were not included in this set, the degree is high. It is at least di. And and as a result, we'll be able to compute approximately the partition of the vertices into these sets vi, v1 to vr. And then we can compute an MIS on the set that I had described before, and that would be a 2,2 ruling set of the entire graph with high probability. So at a high level, this is our algorithm for the random order streams. And now I just want to end this talk by telling you about some interesting open questions. So what we had described to you was a semi-streaming algorithm for 2,2 ruling sets in random order streams. However, we do not know anything about the complexity of MIS in random order streams. We don't know whether if there is an algorithm or if there is a lower bound of little omega of n when we want to compute MIS when the edges of the graph arrive in a random fashion. We also get an algorithm for 2,2 ruling sets in adversarial streams, and the upper bound and the space complexity of this algorithm is order of n to the power 4 over 3. We don't know if we can get a better upper bound, or if it's possible to compute a lower bound, whether there's a matching lower bound for this problem. So this is another interesting open question. Thank you.